let's get started with this Kendra G reaction. Um,
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Is your name Teresa?
I can still hear that other guy talking. It's like a delay.
Maybe it's a delay.
Yeah.
He's not on anymore.
Okay, I hear it now. Okay.
Is your name Teresa?
It's Teresa, but you can call me Teresa. I go by
I'm
both.
trying. It's Teresa. Is how you say it?
Yes.
Teresa?
Teresa, yes. Yes.
Teresa, where you coming from, love?
Originally from Memphis, but I live in the DMV, Washington, D.C. area right now.
Okay. How old are you, mama?
I'm 51.
Okay, 51. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't.
I like to always say this, just in case if the audience haven't watched my videos before. I've said this time and time again. As women age, they become bigger red flags, especially within the dating market. Because you got to ask, why, when I believe dating is easy for women. So if it's so easy for women, there will always be men that will want women, whether women are old or young, ugly or pretty, fat or skinny, whatever. There will always be men that will want them. Always. So if it's so easy, why are you still in the dating market, especially later on in life? I've said this before. Either or both, women are attracted to or they attract terrible men, which is a red flag, or they're hard to deal with, which is definitely a red flag. And a lot of times it's both. So, most likely, it's not going to get easier. Her personality or her preferences or her traits, whatever, it just gets more solidified as time goes on. So, 51, she's who she is. She's not going to change. So she's just as hard.
By zodiac sign, I just say my birthday is November 22nd.
Okay, it's fine if you don't believe in zodiacs. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have a 26-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter.
Okay. Both by the same man?
No, my husband, the first one is by my husband, and my second child is, I dated him for 3 years. We never got married, though.
Okay. And so Teresa, DMV, 51, 20, mine and 2 children, married once. And what do you do for a living?
51, 2 kids by 2 different men. Couldn't make a marriage work. Dated a man for 3 years. Gave him a child. Gave a child to a man that you couldn't make a long-term relationship work.
I'm an attorney for the government, and I own my own veteran consulting business.
So attorney for the government, and you own your own veteran government business?
No, veteran consulting business.
Veteran consulting business. Okay. And I think I got it all. So Teresa, 51, DMV area, mine 2, married once, attorney for the government, and also own veteran consulting business. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I'm kind of 5'8", so I'm kind of tall, for a little bit more than average. I like a tall guy. But I would love someone who, number one, has a personal relationship with God, that they have a prayer life, that they are able to pray over the relationship, not just me praying for the relationship, but that we pray together.
I've said this before. Crazy ass red flag. How can women, and women constantly do this, and that's why a lot of men have left the church or, call hypocrisy on the church. How can you want a man of God when you show how little you follow God's teaching? God doesn't really he doesn't really condone divorce. It's, you know, it is a forever kind of vow. Second, a child of a wedlock with her second child. Like, seriously, like, no one's perfect, right? No one's perfect. But this is the issue. When you ask for a man of God, God fearing, whatever, a religious man, yet women constantly, majority of the time, show how little they actually follow God's teachings. It is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. So this is why I said, don't ask for a man that's a man of God when really you don't follow God's teachings. How about just ask for a loyal man, a morally sound man? That's it, right? Because honestly, the hypocrisy does not look good on women.
That's number one. He's got to have a sense of humor because if he looks at my IG page, I have this character I play that's called Uncle Frankie, and Uncle Frankie has a way of doing Bible studies that's kind of comical. So
Wait,
I have
you
kind
have
of funny
a,
sense of humor.
wait, hold on. You're a you play a character on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm an amateur. I do stand up comedy too. From
Oh,
being
okay.
in this thing. It's a hobby
So
though.
you're
It's a
attorney for
hobby.
the government. You're attorney for the government and a stand-up comedian.
I'm an amateur stand-up comedian. Yeah. I've done DC Improv in November last year.
Okay. So what did you say about that? How did we get there? What did you say about that again?
On doing comedy because I started doing this character called Uncle Frankie. It's me with a beard and mustache and afro and gold teeth. And Uncle Frankie takes Bible takes Bible scriptures and kind of flips them on end and makes them into the funny scriptures. It's real biblical verses. It's Bible verses, but I turn them into kind of funny stuff.
So you want a man that has a sense of humor.
Oh, he's got to have a sense of humor.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. What else do you desire?
I prefer 6 feet above because I'm tall. I love if he would be able to be
Already a rare, not rare, but above average man in height.
genuinely caring person. I have left a date before when the guy is rude to a server because if you're rude to the server, you're going to eventually be rude to me. That's just in your nature. Respectful of anybody, not too high on the high horse. You know, I don't care what your job is as long as you're good at what you do. You don't have to make a certain income because I know that's one of the questions. If you're able to take care of the things you want and the things you need without sacrificing and struggling, then that's good.
Okay. So that was one of your deal breakers.
I have a list of deal breakers.
Okay, let's get to the deal breakers.
Okay, deal breaker. If you can effectively communicate your feelings in a positive way, that's a deal breaker. Meaning, even when we disagree, you need to be able to positively or communicate that you don't agree with me without screaming and yelling. Every disagreement doesn't have to be an argument. I already said that no personal relationship with Jesus Christ is a deal breaker. Being rude, talking crap about your exes. If
I wish Kendra would really question that, because you have a child out of wedlock, and then you talk about Jesus Christ.
you do that, you're going to end up doing that to me too. That just shows me the kind of person you are. You were with the person, you chose to be with that person, not talking about them. But that was your choice. So don't come talk to me about how much you hate your exes, how much they're jokes. Okay. So smoking cigarettes or weed, that's a no. Refusing refusing to heal from your childhood traumas when you know that your traumas from childhood are why you have relationship issues. If you're willing to address them, confront them, and heal from them, we can work through it together. But if you don't blame everybody else for all your problems, you're not ready. You're not ready. You can't be unemployed. Now that's different than being retired or being a business owner. own. So being a business owner, you're not unemployed. You own your own business. Being retired, you're not unemployed. You're retired. But if you don't have a job at all, so sorry, Charlie. Me no can do. No. I already said no sense of humor. That's a no go.
Okay. What about now? You already mentioned how tall are you,
Five eight.
Teresa?
I
You're
think
5'8".
you
You
can say
mentioned tall.
Teresa. It's okay. Yeah, you can say
Okay.
Teresa. It's okay.
Doesn't mean have to look a certain way.
He has got to have nice teeth. He does not have to, look at her. But these right here, they have to look right. They have to look right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you gotta have nice teeth. What
Yeah.
about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
If it's 74, not necessarily. If you're able to comfortably pay all your bills, take care of yourself, and then if you want to do something nice for me, you don't have to work like 5 million hours of overtime to do something nice. You can take trips, you can do things like that. So that's it.
Okay. All right.
There's still like an
Let's,
echo. I still hear an echo.
I don't hear one.
Okay.
Do you have me on in two places?
I'm sorry.
Do you have it on like the television or two devices?
This is my first time doing this, so I might have it in the background on my phone. I only have one. Yeah.
Okay.
But I can deal with it. I'll just listen slowly.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Okay, this is my art room, so there's some art in the background. Just ignore that. And put the camera on here. Okay.
Okay, looks like you're in good shape. All right. Okay. We see you, girl. You look good. You look good. Come back to the phone, honey.
Okay.
You always can tell when people know they look good. They do the Kendra Camp extra long. So we got Teresa, DMV. Do you want to be in a DMV area?
I prefer that. I mean, I'm retired from an airline, but I'm not trying to use my airline benefits. If you are far away, I need you to make the effort to get to me. That's the choice you make. If you know where I am, you make that choice.
Hold on. You said if he's far away. What'd you say?
I have retired from United Airlines, so I have flight benefits, but I don't want you to depend on those benefits to come see me, because if you know where I am and you're far away, that means you have chosen to make the effort to come see me.
This is the thing. Here's a woman that's 51, beyond hit the wall. 2 kids by 2 different men. One, a divorce, divorced. One out of wedlock. Requires a man that's 6 foot and above. Requires a man to be religious, which the hypocrisy in there. And then say that the man has to show the only effort. She's not flying to you. You should be going to her. And this is the problem where women are still in their later years and still in the dating market. In their later years of life and still in the dating market because they show no effort. The selfishness. It's all about them. Women. It's all about women. This is the thing with so many women. Why essentially they have to be happy being alone, because if the man is not going to show the effort, is not going to do the effort, well, that's it. Because women's not going to do anything to show actual effort. They're not going to do anything to actually make something happen. No, because women always believe, which is kind of insanity in their 50s, that their beauties or whatever, men should come to them. Men should do the effort towards them. Because what? They're women. But sometimes women don't understand. Men put the effort in for beauty and body. Here's a woman that's much older. Unless the man is like 70, I don't know, 60, it's like, why would he put so much effort when he's not gonna, what is he gonna get kind of effort in return. It's just ridiculous that is just another showing how selfish women are. Because even when dating, they put so little effort. And this is like the thing. Career women, women that has focused or established a career, they put so much time and effort. Their education, their career, so much time and actual physical effort into their career and stuff. But when it comes to men dating, no. They take a back seat to their own dating life.
Okay. So if he's far away, he has to be willing to come fly to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're 51. What's the age range you would date?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What's the age range you would date? You're 51.
I'm 48 to 61, somewhere around there.
Okay. All right, boo. Did I ask you when was your last relationship?
December 2020. I was engaged and it didn't work out.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
November 2020.
2020. So 4 years ago almost.
Yeah, I don't do randoms or set casual hookups. I don't do that. I mean, I'm a Christian. I believe in what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen in a relationship. So I'm not looking to date just to date. I'm looking to date to be married because that's the goal.
Really? Because you have one child already shows that that's a lie. Your one child is proof that that's a lie.
So are you also not gonna have sex until you're married?
That is the preference. That is the preference. Yeah.
Okay. So the preference.
At 51, she has all these standards and requirements, which is, it is what it is. It's fine. But women don't understand. They cannot self-reflect. Here's a woman that cannot view why is she still in the dating market? Because they can't self-reflect. Like I've said, she's either attracted to or attract terrible men, because plenty of relationships that has not, lasted through the test of time. And obviously, you can tell, in my opinion, she's hard to deal with. Because all these standards, yet what has it gotten you? It's gotten, you're still in the dating market. So really, do you qualify for these standards? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. For a 51-year-old woman still saying marriage is on the table, or I'm not going to have sex until marriage, is absolute insanity. Because I'm not, this is the thing. I am a proponent for marriage if you are going to have a child with that woman. Because this is the thing. Even at 51, they can still divorce you and take your shit. Whether they take all, half, whatever, they can still take your shit. They can still divorce you. So really, what is the benefit? What is the benefit of marrying a woman like this? Really zero. There's zero benefit. I mean, being in a relationship with her, whatever, I guess. But there's no better, you're not going to get more benefit for marrying a woman like this. She does not qualify for marriage. Plain and simple.
Preference is not to have sex until you're married. And your age range again is 58. 48. So what age range you want to date?
61. I would do 61. I'll do 10 years older, 61.
Okay. So the goal is celibacy until marriage. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Did write these down too. I need to work on patience because I have kind of zero time for BS. Like I said, I got up in the middle of a date and just like, this is over. You don't need to have a second date. I don't need to call you again. I just like, so.
That's something it adds to my talking point about, as women age, they become bigger red flags. The walls are one of the most annoying things about dealing with women with life experience. The walls. Because of all the BS that other men that they choose to deal with, right? All the BS of other men that they choose to deal with have now affected them and built all these walls that now you, as a amazing man, a man that's like she's now putting so much standards on you and you supposedly meet, you so amazing that now you have to climb, destroy, go through these walls. Women don't understand like that's why I'm saying like they expect so much effort from men with so little in return.
You need to work on getting a poker face, because a lot of times when people say stuff, my face will say what I'm thinking before my mouth will say anything. So I have to work on that. That's something I really need to work on. And making healthier food choices. It's not really, you know, crucial one, but to help be at my age at 51, making healthier food choices. Because I'm from the South. I'm from Memphis. You had a lady out here from Memphis one time that said she had a speech in. That's just how people from Memphis talk. That is not true. I grew up in Memphis. No, ma'am. No, sir. She lied. That is not how people from Memphis talk. Some of us know how to make a subject and verb agree. But anyway, digress. Um, I just need, I love like macaroni and cheese, dressing, and I cook. So the problem is I cook like I'm from the South, eat like I'm from the South, but my metabolism is not from the South anymore. It has not, it has slowed down. So I have to watch what I eat now so that I can be healthy.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yeah, I wrote that down too. Um, Loyalty, I'm almost loyal to a fault until I recognize BS. I'm very supportive.
You're loyal until you recognize BS. Is that actual loyalty? I'm loyal until I don't feel like being loyal anymore. How's that loyalty? It's like, it's such counterintuitive. It's like, I'm loyal until I'm not loyal anymore, until I don't want to be with you. A failed marriage, obviously failed relationship, a failed engagement. It's like, again, if these men that one, a man that she married couldn't work out, two, another man that she gave a child to couldn't work out, three, a man that she got engaged to couldn't work out, where's the proof that all these three high level responsibilities, high level of commitment couldn't work out? How can another man be confident in your loyalty? And seriously, loyalty should be automatic. That is the base right there. That is the bar. That's where the bar starts. That doesn't make you special. That doesn't make you desirable that you're loyal. Because in a relationship, that is where the bar starts. Being loyal. This is the thing with women thinking, oh, the bar's in hell when it comes to men. But no, women don't even know the bar, where the bar actually starts. Being a good person, being loyal, that is where the bar starts. Period. Anyone and everyone that's in a relationship, in a monogamous, committed relationship, should automatically be loyal. So really, that doesn't make you special. That doesn't make you more desirable to be with.
If you have a dream, if you have a goal that you want to reach, if you want to open your own business, because I'm an attorney, I know how to set up the contracts and do policies and things like that. I set up business. So I can help you get to where you want to be, but you got to want it more than I want it for you. So
building with a man. A 50-year-old woman is talking about building. And before she talked about building, she said she wanted a man that's stable, a man that can take care of his own, that's not struggling. So here's a man that's in his late 40s or 60s, thinking that he's still building. I'm sorry, she wouldn't even want that kind of man. Because is that man all that stable in his later years, still building himself? Because most likely, if you haven't built yourself by 60, you're never going to do. So this is the insanity of women. If you want to build, like, you require a man to be already stable, doesn't require help, can go on trips, can whatever. He's already at least at a state in his life that he's fine with. This is his life. This is the insanity of women. At 51, you're talking about building with somebody. It's absolute insanity. The man that you married and then divorced, that man you should have built with. The man that you gave another child to, that's the man you should have built with. Not when you're in your early 50s. Talking about building is absolutely absurd.
Although I'm independent, I can be submissive in a sense that not like I'm not gonna let you walk over me, but I will let you lead. You can lead. I prefer a man to lead spiritually, financially, emotionally, but you need to be a leader, not be a follower.
Does she put off a personality that will follow your lead? She even said she one of the things she got to fix is patience, right? And what she said, she will be loyal to you until she sees the BS, whatever, until she doesn't want to be loyal to you anymore. Here, this is what I said. At 51, she's set in her ways. Women like this, I'm sorry, as women age, they cannot be led. As women age, they cannot be led because they are set in their ways. Especially single women. They have lived their life or done things for years on their own without a man to lead them. So really, women like this are difficult. And the absolute absurdity to want a leader type man. No. This is the thing. At 51, you're still single, you should ask for a partnership. A man that just has his own, takes care of his own, doesn't need help, is a partner. That's it.
I'm not looking for your pockets. That's not because I got pockets of my own. But I will expect you to be the man that I would like you to be. If you want to show chivalry, if you want to be the leader, show me the leader. Do those things that leaders do.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So we got Teresa, DMV, 51, mom to two. She is attorney for the government, a veteran consultant. She has her own veteran consultant business, also a amateur stand-up comedian. Wants a man with good sense of humor. Also, goal is to be celibate until marriage. She's seeking marriage again. She was married before. All right, baby girl, how can the guy reach out to you?
On Instagram.
Overt, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Said question, how come you have a list of deal breakers, but not a list of flaws about yourself that you need to work on? Question number 2, would you date a man who is financially celibate?
Financially celibate? What does that mean?
I guess
I don't even know how to answer that.
I can answer that. Well, let me explain to you what it is, and then you can answer it. You know how you said you're celibate until marriage? Like you don't want to have sex until you're with your husband?
Okay.
Some men feel as though women want to get wife treatment as in the way they spend their money, which would be the way they would spend their money on their wife.
Oh, well, he's not the one for me. He can't be financially celibate. The first.
What? The absurdity! The absurdity! The selfishness! The pure and utter selfishness! The question is, would you date a man who is financially celibate, i.e., he's not going to spend money on you until you're married? Because you said you are not going to have sex until you're married. What did she say? No. No. So, she's expecting of him spending money on her, contributing to her, and yet, what does he get in return? Because, again, she wants a man that's stable. she doesn't seem like a woman that will pay for dates or pay for a man or whatever, pay for a trip, whatever. So really, what does a man get? Her time? This is the absolute insanity, the utter audacity to think your time is worth more than another person's time. Your time is only worth something to you, not to somebody else. Absolute, utter selfishness.
Question about the list of deal breakers. You asked me for 3 flaws. I have more flaws. You only asked me for 3.
Did you give me all 3?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Patience.
Okay.
Need to work on my patience with people. My poker face. I got to learn to control the effects my face makes before my words come out of my mouth. I said making healthier eating habits, healthier choices with my food.
Okay. And for clarity, he cannot be financially celibate.
He cannot be financially celibate. I don't know if you're going to be compatible with me. If you're going to hold back and not believe, no, that's not somebody I would be interested in.
Okay.
What? So that means it's fine that he doesn't know that if you're going to be sexually compatible to him. That is fine. That is fine. God. I'm sorry. I'm being emotional. I'm sorry. I'm being emotional. But women like this shit on men. You are spitting on men. You're spitting on men. You're spitting in men's face. You're saying like, this is what you deserve. Men, this is what you deserve. Right here. I'm sorry. I get emotional. I'm a human being. Human beings can have emotions, right? I'm emotional when people, women, treat men like garbage. This is treating men like garbage. I will be celibate where you won't get sex from me because let's admit it. Let's not beat around the bush. One of the few things men actually get from women, sex. One of the few things men don't get a whole lot from women. The few things men get from women, sex, she won't give it. But she's expected to get so much from men. The effort. Because, again, she expects you to come to her, fly to her, meet her, take her out on dates. The money men have to spend. He has to be morally sound, has to be tall, over 6 foot or 6 foot. It's like women are they have so much standards for men, yet they give men so little. And you know what? Not just give men so little, but you while you're giving men so little, you also shit on them. Because you do not expect the same treatment. Like, what does a man get from her? Loyalty? She has obviously 3, she's 51. Obviously she's been through a whole lot of failed relationships, but already 3. A marriage that didn't work, a baby daddy that didn't last long, what is it? Proposal or a fiance that didn't work out. Loyalty out the window.
He's not.
Say it again.
Celibate to me is not having sex, not engaging in intercourse. So if your pockets are having intercourse, I don't even understand. But I get what you're saying. The person saying not financially celibate.
Teresa, let me explain to you because you say you don't understand it. So, rightfully so, you're saying you will date a man, but sex is not an option unless he becomes your husband, correct?
Yes. That is the plan, yes.
That is the plan.
Now,
okay.
I'm going to try my best to that plan, but that's the plan.
Okay. Now, as we know, most men are expected to be the providers, to be the courtship, to spend their money. So men are expected to take you out on dates and to pay on the dates. Men are expected to invest in you financially in hopes of maybe we'll go to the next step. So what he's trying to imply, since you don't want to have sex, would you date a man who does not want to spend money on you because he's practicing financial celibacy until he actually has a wife. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay, so my understanding of that explanation is that my vagina is tied to a price tag, and that's a no.
Your vagina is tied to marriage, while his wallet is tied to marriage. It's not a price tag. This is the thing with women. Absolute insanity. Fine. It's like, I'm sorry. Maybe the emotions get into my head. This is the absurdity of women. Where women like this think that their vagina is tied to a price tag. Yet you equate men as wallets. Because again, she wouldn't date a man that's not financially invested in her. So really that's the importance of this is the absolute hypocrisies and utter selfishness. And women like this don't even see it. And that is why, again, I've said it. Why women like this, no duh, they're still single.
I mean,
That's what I say. If he's going to be, if you're, so what I hear is that if I don't give up sex, you're not going to take me on dates and do things. That's what I hear that meaning. And so that's okay. If that's that person's choice, that's okay with them. I'm just not okay with that.
Well, I mean, listen, we're grown. We know that. Yeah. Listen, first of all, I do believe in relationship sex. I don't think you should be. And the reason I believe in relationship sex or marital sex or committed relationship sex is because that's what most women desire. And what happens when you don't have committed sex, you might have a connection with a person who you're never going to have a relationship with. So instead of even falling down that role, just get your commitment before you give up your cookies. I believe in that. But on the flip side, we do know men are out here. I mean, everything a man is doing for most women is because of the vagina. Like why would he pay for dinner? Why would he take you out? Why would he not do those things if that was never something he was going to receive? He's not, unless he's into men and he's courting men that way. So I understand what you're saying, as in you shouldn't be obligated to have sex with a man that's paying for you. And I agree with that. But I think to not know that that's what he wants is kind of crazy.
I can respect that opinion.
Okay, either way, child, it is what it is. She's celibate, and that's what it is. Okay, I think you have enough.
And you know what? This is the thing. I'm fine with this insanity as long as women don't complain. At 51, I hope she don't complain why she's still single. This is the thing where I step in, where most women who are suffering from failures in the dating market will complain. They will say men this, men that. They will shit on men. And that's where I jump in and call hypocrisy and delusion and all that shit. Because women are their own enemy. Women are the cause of their problems. Because a woman like this, she's saying, oh, if a man think like that, he's not for me. Great. Then don't complain that you get no man. Because then you say, oh, men are cheaters, men are dirtbags, men are abusive, men are toxic. Where are the good men? Really? The good men don't want to be used. Plain and simple. Good men don't want to be used. Here's the thing where personal opinion, personal anecdote. I'm talking to this girl, right? She's cute, average, nothing special. But it's just talking, nothing more. A lot of times she's texting me about her money problems. I feel bad. I feel bad for it. But I told her, we're just talking. We don't really have any kind of relationship. We're barely friends, if at all. We're in like the talking stage. So the thing I said is that I could help you. I could come to your rescue. I'm not. Because again, I don't want to be used. I don't want to, women don't understand. They want men for their money. They want men to invest in them. But of course they want men to invest with them without them giving anything in return. Because why wouldn't you? You get money for free. Great. So of course women would love that. But if you're a wise man, you won't do that. Giving money, giving your resources out for free, that's idiotic. And I don't do that. I've learned from my past, right? I'm no one perfect. I've been stupid, I've been a simp and shit like that. What's up, Skull? So I made those mistakes. But like I said, this is the issue with a lot of women. They're selfish. They want your money, but they don't want to give nothing in return for it. Which is, it is fine. That's what they want. But then at the end of the day, don't complain that you got nobody. Don't complain that men are crap, men are shitty, men are what. No, because it's your problem. You did it. That's the problem. I mean. This is the thing with women. They seem to be ignorant to how men are, or they act ignorant. Because yes, most men are not just doing things for women because they like their company, not just their company, right? At the end of the day, men will do shit or will do whatever because they want the box, they want sex.
Another question. All right, these are men. I think Valdez Brown said, "Ma'am, you're 51, no ass, no cash, somewhere over the rainbow."
Okay, that's their opinion. That's fine.
Okay. William Morris said, why not have sex before marriage at 51 and you already have 2 children? What's the point of getting married at that age?"
Well, the children are not little. They're 26 and 17. I was much, much younger, and I was
26 and 17. 17 at 51? They're not, I mean, a 17-year-old, I mean, I guess.
married with my first child, who is 26. I was 25. I haven't had a child in 17 years. She's be 18 in a few months. So I'm not out here just having babies and having sex. I was in relationships, one married, one was for 3 years before that had happened. I just choose at this point in my life, that's the choice I make, that I don't want to have arbitrary sex or casual sex or anything like that with anybody. I'm not saying I've never had sex outside of marriage. That's just a choice I've made in my life for me at this time.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we got all. We're gonna end here. No more questions for her. No more questions for her. You gave out your contact. All right, baby girl. Will you keep me posted?
Thank
How we going,
you.
honey? You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Absolute absurdity. But great showing of how selfish women are. What do you guys think?